Why can't we just have nice things? Like, why can't something just come out and everybody just sit down and they enjoy it? No political agenda, no sexism, no racist bullshit. Everyone just sits down, enjoys a new show or a new movie, have fun, and then keep it moving. You don't need to comment on it on fucking TikTok or join some fucking hashtag on Twitter. You just enjoy it. Because I fucking enjoyed this movie. I thought this movie was dope as shit. But no, we can't have nice things. Because all it took was literally one weekend for the soy boys to come out of the woodwork. Like this movie, this movie is absolutely sexist bullshit. It doesn't make sense that this fucking Comanche warrior who literally it's aggravating. Cross the board is 100% aggravating. Like when I hear people complain about like sexism, this is how I think you sound. I think you sound exactly like this. Like 100% across the board. Like how when people type in caps in your mind, you read it as though that person is shouting. When the very first thing someone brings up is someone's sex, someone's race, like someone's gender, the instant I hear that, this is the exact sound that I hear. I hear this sound. This is how I think you sound. Because I think you sound smart when in truth you don't sound smart. So let's take a jump back, shall we? Because one of the major things I've been hearing this weekend is essentially, oh, how does this 120-pound woman defeat a predator when it took Arnold Schwarzenegger and his macho muscles to defeat a predator? You and I seem to remember the first Predator movie completely differently. Because in the first Predator movie, Arnold's team gets absolutely decimated. They get picked apart. Like, they get run through. And it takes luck. Like, literally luck, where he's the last person alive and he falls off of that cliff, lands in the water, and he starts crawling on the beach and accidentally gets mud on himself because he's fucking terrified, out of his mind. He's terrified. And he gets mud all on himself, and the predator can't see him. And Arnold's a warrior. He instantly looks down and he's like, he didn't fucking see me, but he saw that thing over there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You only seen infrared. You couldn't see me because the mud was cold on top of my body. And instantly he hatches a plan. He starts setting up traps. He starts making primitive weapons. Yeah, he made a fucking primitive weapon, didn't he? Forget about the bow. And he lays basically a kill box for this predator. All those traps don't mean shit. The best he could do is literally blow off the predator's camouflage ability. Because once all the traps run out, what happens? The predator beats Arnold's ass. Like, there is literally like an entire 1 minute sequence of the predator squaring up. The predator was like, yo man, ah, you done blown me up, you done set me on fire, done all this ignorant shit. It's like, you just square up, taking the mask off, get your ass up. You seeing these hands. And he beats the shit out of Arnold. Like, we literally see it from the Predator's vision that Arnold gets that one good punch in, and the Predator's like, okay, give me a little piece, give me a little piece. Here's a 2-piece and a 3-piece combo for you, and beats his ass. At the end of Predator, Arnold is literally crawling away trying to survive. And even his last trap doesn't work. It takes the Predator finding out about his last trap, and he's like, fuck, this thing is literally gonna kill me the same way it killed my entire fucking squad. And he looks up and he's like, thank God you landed underneath the counterweight, and he kicks the counterweight and he kills him. The counterweight was never the trap. The trap was the initial area the Predator was supposed to go into. And then that was supposed to snatch the Predator up and instantly kill him. Predator went around that. Arnold got lucky. The only person who fought the Predator one-on-one was Danny Glover's Harrigan. Like, he's the only one who fought the Predator one-on-one. Gets into the Predator's ship. He has the Predator's smart disc, and he 1v1s the Predator. Smart disc to wrist blades. and beats him. He's the only one. And even then, you could say that the only reason why Harrigan won is because he used the Predator's tech. That's going to be a running theme about essentially using the Predator's tech against them. Now, in Alien versus Predator, I don't even know if those movies are even canon anymore. But in the first one, Sanaa Lathan's character does not in any way, shape, or form fight a Predator, but she does fight an alien queen. So is the complaint that, because she's a female, she shouldn't have been able to defeat an alien queen? Hey, guess what? 20 fucking years ago, Ripley set the precedent for that. When, remember that? Remember that? Get away from her, you bitch. Like, that was an entire sequence in an alien movie. Like, she set the precedent. And going forward, Ripley continued to set the precedent about killing ridiculously powerful aliens. But no. No. Like, it's the Kamachi woman who's trained for however fucking long to be a soldier, to be a warrior, when the rest of the tribe thought that was fucking weird. Her brother even points out the fact that out of everyone in the tribe, she's the best tracker. She spends the vast majority of this movie training in the fucking woods, fighting the other soldiers, even though she gets her ass kicked in that fight because that dude was a better hand-to-hand fighter. And then tracking the Predator. We literally watch her track the Predator. She's like, these footprints, these don't match a bear. Like, this thing is, like, big, stands like a man. And she tracks it all the way out to the field and continues to fucking track it. And then the Predator realizes that she's tracking him, and he starts tracking her because he thinks that she's a worthy target because she figured his whole shit out. Did we not watch the same movie? Did we not watch the same movie? It makes me so mad. Because I sat down and I'm like, finally, another good movie inside of the Predator universe that doesn't just take an absolute fucking dump on the lore. And that's not even to point out the fact that the Predator got its ass, well, I wouldn't really say got his ass kicked, but he was accumulating injuries throughout, like, the entire fucking movie. He gets a bad gash across his chest from the bear. He gets stabbed in the back by her brother with his own fucking spear. He also gets stabbed a couple times with the other warrior spears. Then she literally shoots him in the back of the head when he falls for her trap with the main hunter. Like, she used her head. Like, no one, with the exception, like I said, Danny Glover. But even then, by the time Danny Glover fought that Predator had been through hell and back. My man had been ambushed, he'd been blown up, and he had his arm cut off and just grew like a new baby arm. He was like at 30%. That man was gassed when Danny Glover got in there and they squared up that one last time. But for this one, she used her head. She didn't fight it straight up, because if she fought it straight up, she ended up just like her brother and all the other fucking warriors. She shot it in the back of the head. She weakened it. She attacked it a couple times to weaken it some more. It got used to that. It got the upper hand. It started chasing her. She led it to an area that we were introduced to earlier in the movie. He falls into the fucking pit. He tries to lock onto her because, hey, I'm just going to shoot this wrist thing directly at you to instantly fucking kill you. Fails to realize that she had the mask already set up in the corner. Kills himself. Humans using Predator tech to defeat Predators. Classic. It's been in every single fucking movie. Stop with this shit. I'm waiting for y'all. Like, I'm waiting for those people that are going to be fucking upset when Wakanda Forever comes out, because I'm waiting for y'all, because I'm gonna be on your ass. Because I'm waiting for y'all to complain about Shuri being Black Panther and Riri Williams building her own fucking Iron Man suit. I'm waiting for y'all, because I already know you're gonna start crying. And these are the people who cry about this type of shit aren't actually fans. They're casuals. Like, they show up, they enjoy something for like a little bit of second, like, oh, I watched the MCU, but I don't really get into the comic books because there's too much lore. So, I've only really watched the MCU. These people that complain about these characters are the same ones who in high school thought that comic books and that entire space was nerd shit. They're the people who used to pick on, like, us. Like, for us, the actual fans who were enjoying all this shit for years, who read all the comic books, and none of this shit really bugs us unless it's like a ridiculous change. The people that you're seeing online that are crying about this, they're the ones who in high school weren't into this type of shit. They only recently got into it probably because of the MCU or a couple DC movies or because of a fucking Spider-Man movie. They're not actual fans. You're fucking casuals. Sit down. Have many fucking seats. And shut the fuck up. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.